All right. Well, if you've ever done that before, you know that the farmer's carry builds strength. Farmer's carry increases strength and performance in the big lifts. It will very quickly smoke your back, your shoulders, and your grip. Now, what's great about this exercise is it activates the full body. Every major muscle group's involved here. Forces you to engage your core to stabilize the body. Requires shoulder engagement, forearm engagement, grip strength, wrist strength, all of that. Also forces your upper back to engage so that your shoulders and your chest don't cave in. Great all-around exercise. So the next time you're hauling lumber away from your local hardware store or carrying an unruly child through the grocery store, you'll be glad that you practiced these. And people won't be staring at your screaming kid. They'll be staring at your forearms and wondering, why can't I get those for my elliptical? Now, if this is not part of your regular regimen, it's probably because you don't have a good piece of equipment yet to do it. So let me show you these bad boys. I recently picked up this pair of farmer sandals from FringeSport. Now, in typical FringeSport fashion, these things are built like a tank. When you pick them up, feel them in your hands, you will want to crush that can of Perrier against your head and start marching up and down the street like an ogre that just joined the band. Except your trumpet is made of powder-coated steel, and the only sound coming from you is an earthy guttural grunt, letting others know that your traps are getting bigger by the footstep. Seriously, these are super rugged. They are made of heavy gauge steel. You can see the thickness here with extra fat welds. They come in an ultra durable, powder coated black matte finish. The powder coated surface is, of course, more resistant to chipping and scratching and fading and wearing than other finishes. Plus, they just look like a boss. Now, despite being able to handle 330 pounds apiece, these handles weigh in at a mere 8 pounds. And while most farmers' handles are big and bulky, these are compact enough to fit in your gym bag. And if you are a garage gym guy like me, then you've got limited space to work with. So being able to have a piece of equipment like this that packs a ton of utility without a big footprint is really important. So if you carry steel in your gym, then clearly you can load these up really heavy. As I said a minute ago, well over 300 pounds, right? But if you train with bumpers like me, then your weight limit will be determined by the width of your plates. Obviously, the thicker your bumpers, the less you'll be able to load. So if you have some thin competition plates, you'll really be able to pile it on. But if you've got some of the heavier, thicker, like high temp ones, then less so, right? But no matter what you have, with these handles, they have a 7 3/4 inch sleeve. So that'll ensure you can get pretty heavy. So let's load these up and see what we can put on here. Now, if you can load a Starbucks gift card, then you can load these sleeves, right? Really simple. You just stand your bumpers up, you slide the sleeve through, and then you take your collar and you lock it in place. Now, I have some pretty standard Vtx plates here, a little thicker than the Rogue Echo ones here, but I can still pack on 245s, and that leaves me with plenty of space here to fit on a collar with a full contact point. So that's 45 pounds plus the 8-pound handle, gives me just under 100 pounds for the hand. Now, the Rogue Gecko Plates here, these are a little bit thinner. So again, you just stand your plates up, you slide the sleeve through, and with these, because they're a little bit thinner, I can actually get 2 25s and a 25 on, and that still leaves me with plenty of room to sit a collar on the sleeve and get full contact with it. So that's clearly 45 and 45 and a 25 plus the 8-pound handle, so that's 123 for the hand, 246 for the body. So you can load these up really heavy, whether you have some of the thicker bumpers or some of the thinner ones. And obviously if you're playing with steel, then you can hit even way heavier than that. So Now let's take a look at how these handle when you're on the move. Now there are a couple of other farmers' handles out there that have straps, right? And that will feed through the plate and they'll come back up on top and then cinch above. And what I found as a challenge with those is that they move around a lot when you're walking. They're bumping into your thighs, your knees. Not good when you're doing this movement. But these are a little bit different. These are designed, obviously, with the movement in mind. They're designed by people who probably do the exercise themselves. Go figure. So let's pick these up and test these out and see how they move as I move. All right. So as we pick these up, you can see that what's really nice about these, what makes them a great implement, is that the weight stays right here by my side with very minimal movement. So, and that's really what you want out of a farmer's carry implement. So, the bottom line is, if you're in the market for some farmer's handles, or if you just like to carry heavy stuff, this is a great tool. And it comes at a very reasonable price point. Compact design, lightweight, built to take a ton of abuse. Personally, I'm very excited to have these as a part of my gym, so I recommend to you, give them a shot.